Hello there, and welcome to my live today. Having a few technical issues, hoping that this will run as smoothly as possible. I haven't done a live for a long time, so fingers crossed and wish me luck as we embrace this live today. I've just got to check to see if I have got it streaming onto the right Facebook. It looks like it. Yes, fantastic. Okay, if you do join me live, then please say hello. Make sure I see you there. And if you're watching the recording, don't hesitate to ask questions too, because I will be looking back on those as well. There's a lot of information to share with you about the new catalog. I hope I hit all the points. And as I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask and reach out. Okay, I'm going to have a go at flipping my camera over, which is always a challenge. And I'm hoping we've got some volume here. You never know if this is going to work or not. So let me see if I can get this turned over and if I can then adjust the appropriate pieces on this setup here. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, so I think we can see the catalog, which is great. I'm just going to tighten up a few screws here to make sure the camera doesn't adjust. All right, so here we go. We're on launch day for the new catalog, which is super exciting. If you are a customer or a demonstrator and you've seen catalogs in the past, then you will recognize that this catalog is a little bit different from what we've seen in the past. The idea behind this year's catalog is to create a positive impact. That's where Stamping Up comes from. The positive impact in far as relationships, experiences, and products. And you'll definitely see that throughout this catalog. So great front page, people crafting together. That's a really big, important aspect to Stamping Up. And you will see that the catalog is targeting 3 crafting experiences. And we'll definitely find those in here. And you can see here right in the table of contents. They're showing you step-by-step crafting, quick and easy crafting, as well as creativity your way. So please, if you're coming on, say hello. It's great to see people coming in and watching. And absolutely ask questions if you have anything. These little icons are really important to see throughout the catalog. We've got QR codes, lots of QR codes, which is great because you can just take you straight to the online store. We have these marks here that are going to give you icons for whether there's English, Spanish, and French. And there is a stamp set in here with Spanish. Hi, Laurie. This is so good to see you. Thanks for joining me. And then you've got this little shopping basket icon. And when you see that, that's something that's on the online store. So I hope those are useful icons for you to have a look at. So one thing to notice that you will find your catalog is a little thinner than it has been in the past. And the reason being is that Stamping Up is offering new products more frequently these days. Every 2 months we get to have new products. Not all of them are in the catalogs. We have 3 catalogs that come out a year, but we also have the online exclusives. So whilst you might not see as many products in the new catalog as you would expect, we have just as many products. It's just some of those will only be found in our online store. So this is one of our crafting experiences here. We're going to start with the step-by-step crafting. Step-by-step crafting is with your kits. It's what's called a choreographed experience. So it is all-inclusive. You have an end result all planned out for you. Hi, Julie. So nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. And you'll see the kits here. The kits are an online product, so to get the most up-to-date, you'll want to go online and see them. We have got a sampling here of some great kits. Kits are released 2 kits every month at the beginning of the month. So it's always constantly changing and evolving, and new inspiration is coming. So it's great to have a look at the online store for these products. And then we have your quick and easy option. And this is something that's really fun. It's going to give you a crafting experience here where somebody is creating and they're creating some quick cards, but they don't have an end result in mind. There is inspiration in the catalog. You can grab some envelopes and cards. You can grab an ephemera pack and create your own cards. There's some sentiment sets as well that you could also add to the equation. And then you have some pages of wonderful inspiration. Now they might look a little complex, but these are quick and easy to put together as they are part of ephemera packs. You can see these here. So you have your elements that you can bring in and add, create cards just for what you need. You could create a one-off. You can create multiples very quickly and easily. So I've made some notes for myself here, but it's difficult to read through my notes and also share what I've got going on here. So I'm hoping that I hit all the points. All right, as we move on, we've got card designs here. This, I think, is a really great resource here. These are card layouts, and these you'll see throughout the catalog. So if you're looking for inspiration, not quite sure where to start, then take a look here. And this will help you with some layers, some sentiments, some embellishments and ribbons, and you can really have a great crafting experience. And as I mentioned, if you look through the catalog, you'll see these little icons pop up. And here you've got the color families. So if you're new to crafting, you're not quite sure where to start, then this is a good opportunity. And going back, let me see here, to the top 10 crafting essentials, this will help you out with a new crafter, or if you're a current crafter and you just want to see, hey, I need to get this, I need to get this, I need to stock up on a few supplies, then this is where you're going to start off with. And choosing a color family is a great way to start with your paper, designer series paper, maybe some markers. So we have those in one place, and these are nice little sentiment sets too. And some more inspiration as far as adding in these ephemera packs and card bases, a little bit of stamping, and some memories and more. We are then moving on to Creativity Your Way. Yes, I know those layouts are super handy, aren't they, Laurie? I think it's a really great starting point for a lot of people when they're like, oh, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go from here? So those are really good. So with our Creativity Your Way, we're now going to start into the realms of more of the avid crafter who has lots of craft supplies and tools and likes to create things from scratch maybe and has a little bit more time on their hands. So we're focusing on the bundles first. All of the bundles in this catalog this time around are going to be in one spot, so you have them all on consecutive pages. The interesting thing that you'll find here is that the stamp set is the graphic of the front cover of the image. Oops, losing my words here. I should pull out some of my things here. So this is the stamp set, and I have used this a lot already. And we have dies, beautiful dies, great stamps. And what's great here is that you will see you have everything on the page as far as the suite is concerned. You have one code here if you want all of the suite, which is obviously the bundle, the embellishments and the paper on this one. And the paper, you've got a bigger image here. And then these samples are going to give you a great overview of the entire suite. You have a sample here which is prominently the stamp set, a sample which is predominantly the designer series paper. This is the bundle, so you have the stamped images and the die cuts. You have this is predominantly the dies, and then this example here is going to give you a combination of everything. So they've thrown everything into that card. So much fun. But this, I have to say, is one of my favorites. The other thing to look at here is at the bottom, you have the options. If you didn't want all of it, you can buy the bundle and save. You've got the gems here, the opals, the designer series paper, and then also the option to buy them individually as well. So this is your reference point for how to buy. And then these are a few cards that I have already made using this this collection. Actually, I only actually had the bundle. So I've used the bundle to create these cards here. This one I created for a large organized swap that I was involved in. And then this one I created for a team swap that I was involved into. And this is using one of the new in colors, the peach pie. But much fun, and as I said, definitely a favorite for me. I was glad I had an opportunity to get this stamp set and dies. So that's those. So let's have a quick move on then. Take to the Sky. I'm going to show you just a few of these because I have got some products to share with you. Take to the Sky, I think this is a phenomenal set. I think it's wonderful. It's a great masculine set. I think it's great if you're doing any traveling and you were journaling. But we have the dies for the airplanes, as well as the stamp set. And then some fabulous trinkets here. These are called industrial trinkets. And I'm hoping you can see those. My delay, obviously, from my screen, I have no idea whether you can see them or not. But I'll just hold on to them for a few moments. But these are really very cool. I really like them very much. And those are going to be fun to create with. And then you have the designer series paper. You have a sheet that is going to give you different elements, including a tag. And on the opposite side, you have more, but definitely a very fun masculine set. And some of these you can use for any projects, you know. Some of these elements, I love this paper. Interestingly, I realized I haven't actually looked through this paper since I've had it. Clouds, always a good thing. So let's have a look. What else do we have? More planes. Oh, this is great. So very fun collection of papers there for you to work with and be inspired with and create with the stamp set that coordinates with it. So let's carry on. See, look, you've got the QR codes as well for you to look at, and then various different suites. I have to say this, I think, is one of my favorites to market. Looks great, so we can carry on, and you'll have your catalog so you can obviously have a look at these a little closely. I do have the paper here. The paper is 6 by 6. Something else to also look at. Sometimes in my catalogs when I'm not sure, and I always assume that paper is 12 by 12, which of course is wrong. I sometimes go in and highlight or circle so I know that this is 6 by 6, so when I order it, I'm not surprised. So some beautiful scenescapes. I think Stampin' Up! Really excels when it comes to these kinds of things. We've had a number of different paper packs now that have beautiful papers, designs, and layouts. But you can, yes, definitely create a scene from these. And they just have such beautiful washes on them. So one side, I think, has great scenes, and then the other side is more of a watercolor. I love these thistles here. And the flip side, let's see, yep, more of like a watercolor wash. Ooh, look at this. That would be great for like an underwater scene. Ooh, and maybe even a winter scene with some snowflakes, something like that. But some really very vivid colors, as well as some nice washes there going on. So that's another fun one, and I have the die set and the stamps to go with that. I like on the stamps that you've got some mixture of fonts and some images, and you've got dies that cut out the images as well as some standalone dies there. All right, so let's just continue on. This is a wonderful spread here, I think, of products. This is a mega suite, if you like. Excuse me. I'm going to have to grab just a touch of water here. And to me, this mega suite, you have 2 stamp sets with coordinating dies. You have an embossing folder, gems, ribbon, and 2 lots of paper. This paper, I think, is wonderful. So versatile. And I think it's one of those ones that's going to get used a lot. So I have these. This is the country lace paper. But as I say, it's a very kind of neutral, but I think it's going to be great for backgrounds, great for a little bit of detail. I love the combination of colors that they have in this pack too. So definitely a very usable collection of papers there. And some very subtle details on the paper too. So pretty. I mean, I really like how the petal pink, it must be, is with this, and that's kind of like more of a fabric texture denim. And then wood grain, and who does not love wood grain? And the wood grain that we have here is all different colors. It's a distress look to it, the stripes. So I think this is another, like I said, these are super usable. For me, these are kind of staple papers that you can have and you will use. Oh, I love this. Look at that. Isn't that fun? But I can see that clearly I have not looked at all my new products. Or if I did, I looked at them a while ago and I've got so absorbed in other things that have been going on. But yeah, fantastic. And I am so glad that this is 12 by 12 paper. So we can really maximize this and have some fun creating with those papers there. So those are the papers. Let me just move those out of the way. And see, what else do we have? So we have the products in this collection. So you have the silver gems, darker and lighter. The textured embossing folder, which I think is fantastic, as well as the stamp sets and the dies that coordinate with them. And if you're interested to know how big is that little house, there you go. You can see that you've got your little bird house there. And I'm just going to pull in a ruler to give you an idea. And that measures about 4 inches tall by about 3 1/4 wide at its widest points there. But I'm looking forward to creating some projects with those. And I should be getting onto that within the next few days. And some ribbons as well that coordinate. Nice ribbons. And good for tying too. That's always important to me. Okay. So those are what we have. Oh, I have a couple more things here. It's amazing sparkly paper and designer series paper. Now this paper is great because it embraces all the new ink colors. So let's have a quick look there. So pretty florally designs with, look at how strong that petunia pop is. So some great colors. Ooh, I love it how they put it together there with the peach pie. But some great vivid designs and colors with that designer series paper. And then you have the amazing glimmer paper to go with it. So definitely some strong, striking colors there. And this is not like regular glitter paper. It's very smooth. I'm not getting anything coming off of it. So it's really nice to see that it's a good hardy glitter paper for you there. Fun. And resin dots. I believe the resin dots right now are on back order. I think they've been so popular. But they will be back, so do not fret. Okay, so after sweets, we're going into bundles. So we're now in the land of bundles. And the price point on the bundles is really great because we've got what you have regularly seen as the kind of price point. So this one's a $56.50, and going down to a much lower price point in something like the cutest onesie. And this is only $27 for a bundle here for the stamp set and dies. So what you'll see when you look at these pages, you'll have an image, a couple of images here with some samples. You will have the stamp set and the dies. The dies, a much bigger image than we've seen before for the dies, which is really helpful. So you've got in the middle section here, you've got the one price for the bundle, which is a discounted price. And then underneath each of the elements here, you have the separate price. So if you wanted to buy just the stamp set, you can do that with the code, and it's $17, or just the dies, and you've got the code here with the pricing of that too. 10% discount when you have your bundles. Looking over to this page, you'll see you have a couple of the icons And those icons are representing the color choices as well as the layout that's been used for this example. Okay, so let's have a look. Such fun. These are great. This little TV here, I'm like, that is so fun. These dies are amazing. There's 12 circle dies with all different details. Don't have that, but placed my order already, and that hopefully will be coming to me very soon. Some other great images. Now you have here the hybrid embossing folder so that you can put the die through at the same time as embossing. It's always fun. And then I'm just going to jump on here to, we then have singular stamps. So stamps that stamps that are standalone stamps. And with the standalone stamps, you'll see us walking into an area of techniques, which I think is fantastic. There's so much information, so much inspiration to use on using different techniques. So you have different ideas and different ways to use the products that you have. And obviously you can then buy more. And it's going to show you what to use and how. So on the pages with techniques, they're going to give you an example of some techniques as well as the products that you would need in order to do those techniques. Here you've got double play. So you have a stamp that you can stamp one side, flip it over, and stamp the other side. So you can see here with our little starfish that they've got those going on there. So definitely featured some different techniques and some fun things to be going on with. So let's have a look. And look, you've got multiple samples here. And again, you have, that shows you what they have used. And they have the little icons here for those that are available online. So you can see more information online about those products. Background stamps. Love those. Looks really great. All right, let's see. Where are we up to now? A space of inspiration. These are more your storage ideas and how to keep everything organized, one would hope, right? After that, we are going on to reasons to craft. So this is going to be, you've got all thank yous, thanks here. So it's a reason to craft. I think this stamp set here is fantastic. I love all of the thanks. For me as well, this is helping me to send messages of appreciation to people who have purchased with me. So some memory keeping, celebrating the years, so different holidays. And I just have to point this out. This I thought was the cutest thing, sweet peas. I mean, I'm not really into cutesy things, but I thought this was really fun. And I thought this card sample here, I really liked it. I thought it was one that I will definitely be having a go at making. All right, so let's just carry on through here. Okay, so this is something to point out as well. We have the perennial lavenders, which was in the mini catalog. This is staying with us. We're going to be keeping this, but it's not focused or featured in the catalog so much as you can find that online, and you can see the little icon there to tell you that you can go online and find that. I'm glad this lavender paper is still with us. It's very pretty. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Metallic Magic. If you are looking for anything metallic, this is your page to go to. You've got the different metallic papers, you've got gems. Let's see, some other products that are going to be online. And we have some new embossing powder, and I can't recall if it's listed on here or not. It's not, I don't think. But new embossing powder by a company called Wow. I've just ordered some, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that works for us. We've then got some kind of reference pages. So you've got your ribbons all in one spot. You have your embellishments all in one spot. And then we're moving on to our adhesives, which are utmost important. And what they've done here, which is really handy, is you've got some icons, and then you can look next to each of the adhesive and see what is recommended. So wet glue, it's recommended for a lot of different things, not for ribbon. However, you can use your seal, and that is great for ribbons. So you've got a really nice display here of what the adhesives are and what they're best used for. All right, let's see, where am I going next? Okay, we're going on to techniques. Excuse me. And so this is going to show you some ideas of watercoloring. It's going to give you some really great information about using like stays on when you're watercoloring, so that you know it's not going to be a ink that bleeds. And then you've got watercolor pencils, spritzing, using the pastels. And so it's a page of reference. So if I want to do this technique, here's my inspiration, and these are the tools that I would be looking at using in order to accomplish that technique. And I have to say, I love this stamp set. I have ordered that, and I can't wait to have a go with it. And now we have some fun folds. This is a great technique. If you haven't tried this before, it says let it slide. So this is, you create a mechanism where your element will have motion to it and it can move. So really, really fun. All right, let's see what else I have here. Oh, I think this is great, masking. I've been doing quite a bit of masking lately, and I love how they've highlighted that technique here. So have a look at those. That's definitely a fun one for me. Here we go. Texture. Texture is one thing I absolutely love. And so it's giving you here texture with paste. They've used, what have they used? They've used some embossing paste over here. You've got your heat embossing here. So this is where you've got heat embossing. Versamark, the embossing powders, heat tools. So all of the things you would need to use to do that technique in one place. So very fun. Now we're going on to texture embossing folders, and I've got to show you here. I was astounded. I had no idea. We got some new embossing folders. Look at the size of these embossing folders. Absolutely incredible. If you were doing multiples of something, I'm sure you can fit 2 layers onto this embossing folder. And then the same with the dotted circle embossing folder too. Really great sizes, and you can have so much more going on. So I love those. Lots of options there for your embossing folders. And we've got our blends. And then we come on to some color theory and some color education, which is great. A lot of people shy away from, oh, I don't know how to put these colors together. I don't know what's going to work together, which is also why Stampin' Up! Is phenomenal. Because with the way that they create their products with our color groups, our designer series paper, the coordinating products, it really helps us out. And this is just giving you a bit more information so that you feel liberated, if you like, to be able to go and feel that you're making some good choices. So it's going to show you what you've got your color wheel, excuse me, with the Stampin' Up! Colors in it, including the current new colors. And you can see how it all works, and you've got a description on putting colors together. And as I said, you'll see these icons throughout the catalog, which are going to help you decide, you know, and see what they've used in the samples. And then we're carrying on to our color groups with our subtles. These images they have here are really vibrant and fun too. So you'll find your various different products there, as well as our new in colors. Super excited for these. Bright and bold. I created these cards and sent out to my customers so that they could have a little sampling of some of the new colors. I hope you found some favorites. I was really surprised to see that when I made these cards that the peach pie really stood out to me. This was definitely a color that I was like, oh, I'm surprised that I really love it, but I really did enjoy this color. I thought my favorite color was going to be the pretty in pink. But I was like, oh, okay. I'm sure it will evolve and change. I mean, Shy Shamrock, look at this color. That is fantastic. So some fun colors there. And the kin colors come with the accents, the gems. These are the resin. They have some beautiful little shimmery gems there too. And the in color paper, 6x6s. I really like the designs on these this time around. There's the kind of leafy flowers, some stripes, and some little polka dots. But definitely a fun collection. And if you're interested in joining an in-color club, reach out and ask me. I have some space still available if anyone would like to participate in the in-color club. Another thing is, I mentioned on my email, I think I sent out last night, there are 6 new colors. So we have our 5 new in colors, but we also have a new color, basic beige, that has been added to our collection. I think it's a great color. I think it's something that we've needed. Some people have also stamped in it and thought it has a bit of a greenness to it when you ink the ink. It does, and I don't think that's wrong. When it dries, it definitely calms that greenness down. But this is going to be great. I can't wait to do no line watercoloring with this one. So another fun color for us to look at. Okay, we have an amazing index. So if you're not sure where something is, come back here, have a look. It'll give you the item number as well as the page number for you to look at. And then we have information on rewards. And just to go back, carryover information. We always have carryover stamp sets and products. And this year it's been categorized a little differently. It's right nearly in the middle of the catalog on page 74. These are called Encore. So these are items that we've had before in other annual catalogs or the mini catalogs, and they're carrying over. The images aren't as big. If you go online, you'll be able to see the images bigger. You'll also have samples as well for you to look at. But I think this is great that these are not being showcased in the same way. We're spending more real estate on those brand new products. So fun. So those are, that's what I have going on with the new catalog today. I hope you found some great products that you enjoy. You know, I'm always about the birds. And I was like, no, I don't need this. But I'm like, this card sample here, I'm like, it's so cute. I think I have to get this and have a go at making that and see what else I can make with this. So enjoy creating. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions that you might have. I also wanted to just share quickly with you that there's an amazing join opportunity during May. So if you have a long, big shopping list, I would strongly recommend you consider joining. This time around during May, they have an opportunity for you to join for $99, and you basically get $207 worth of product, which is a big wow in my opinion. And you will get to choose $125 of product of your own choice. In addition, you will receive free a collection of 4 different in-color products that will include the ink pads, the markers, a set of the cardstock, as well as the designer series paper. So really a phenomenal offer, and that's available throughout May. And please reach out. I would love to welcome you onto our team. We have a great group of gals. We have a wonderful community, and we gather and share inspiration. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you're watching the live, thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, thanks for spending the time and watching. Hope you enjoy the new catalog. And as I said, reach out. Thanks so much.